Hello, welcome to another episode of Electric Sheep. Let's not delay. This is another story of Grok the Caveman called Family Under the Moon. Here we go.
Family under the moon. Grok, the ancient caveman who once united tribes under the invention of war, now found himself craving a peculiar delicacy. He had requested a feast of the fried bird known as the chicken. The idea of such a meal amused Grok, for he believed this bird must have conquered the world, bred in such massive numbers that not even he, who had led entire hordes into battle, could fathom the scale. Yet, upon learning of the insect kingdoms, especially ants, whose collective weight nearly rivaled humanity, Grok began to doubt his understanding of the world. He found himself wondering just how many ants it would take to equal the weight of one human. Modern numbers, and modern people, seemed to tower beyond his comprehension. At the Gorshit's order, a train of delivery men arrived at the temple, each bearing boxes and bags full of every variety of fried chicken imaginable: crispy, spicy, smothered in sauce, or breaded in secret herbs and spices. Grok and his warriors gathered on the floor in the temple's main hall, kimonos rustling as they sat cross-legged. With laughter and chatter, they began their meal, devouring wings and drumsticks by the dozen. Despite the midday sun pouring in through the open doors, Grok's eye caught the faint outline of the moon overhead. He swallowed a bite of chicken, pointed at the sky, and grinned. The Gorshit tells me humans have made footfall on the moon. There is no air there. They brought air with them, he proclaimed, his voice echoing through the hall. Intrigued, the Gorshit produced a holographic display, projecting the grainy footage of Apollo 11 for all to see. The black and white images filled the temple, showing astronauts bouncing on the lunar surface, a stark reminder of humankind's limitless ambition. Is that truly another world? Asked a Roman legionnaire, wide-eyed. We built roads to span the earth, but never did we think to walk the sky. A Sengoku-era samurai ran a hand along his chin and thought, no air. How do they breathe? A Spartan warrior, stoic and stern, grunted, they do so through their wits and technology. No man breathes on the moon. Grok listened, recalling what the Gorshet had said of human innovation. Rockets once hurled destruction across countries, yet now those same technologies were taking people to the stars. He gestured at the hologram. A soldier from the Great War, eyes still bearing the weight of trench warfare, spoke softly. Rockets were first used against us in the war, but they were nothing like this. A veteran of the Second World War nodded. We had our V-rockets and other terrors. Weapons of war turned into tools of peace. That, at least, is a comfort. A hush fell as the warriors considered such a transformation. A pirate from the age of sail, his tricorn set aside, shook his head in disbelief. To turn a cannon into a ship of the heavens! Astounding! The Gorshit, pulsing with cool blue light, drifted closer. It is true, it said in that resonant voice all the warriors heard in their minds. Humans have walked upon the moon, and they continue to reach ever farther. Grok tore off another piece of chicken and chewed slowly, reflecting. Finally, he wiped his mouth on his sleeve, stood, and faced the alien. Gorshit, arrange a trip to the moon. The hushed conversation among the warriors fell silent. Grok's pronouncement hung in the air. The Gorshit blinked, then nodded. If it is your will, Elder Champion. It turned its gaze outward, as though addressing distant watchers. All of Earth will see this. Your presence here has captured the world's imagination. This shall be televised globally, a sign of how your people, out of time, embrace the modern era. News of the impending journey spread like wildfire. Cameras, reporters, and satellites buzzed with anticipation for the Caveman King's voyage beyond Earth's cradle. Standing before a gathering of world leaders, scientists, and onlookers, the Gorshet explained, these warriors are living pieces of history. They have grown fond of your modern wonders, and I have come bearing gifts of technology to those in need. Yet, for these ancient fighters, I defer to Grok. He was the one who first forged war from the fire of survival. Who better to weigh the necessity of war than its inventor? Know him, for he is veteran of the first battle. He is Grok, the Elder Champion. He is creator of war, and by right of invention, he alone has the right to judge if war is still needed. See him and hear him, for he is the old father of war. Grok, holding a golden helmet, an astronaut's gift, bowed his head. The legends of the blade and the gun stood behind him, 100 strong, clad in kimonos that hid centuries of scars. Their eyes gleamed with excitement and curiosity, ready to step onto the next battlefield of knowledge, the moon. In that moment, the distinction between old and new faded. The future called, and these ancient warriors prepared to answer. Grok smiled upon them all, raising his voice for the world to hear. I am proud of you all. I am proud to call you my tribe and my family. Grok turned to address the gathered crowd and cameras, his voice firm yet gentle, resonating with the weight of ages. I am proud of what you have done. I imagined war, and you turned its tools into pathways to the stars. You are my descendants, and you have surpassed my dreams. I am proud of you all. He paused, letting his words settle over the assembled crowd. Then, smiling warmly, he declared, I am proud of you, my family. I am proud of you all. I am proud to call you my tribe. I am proud to call you my warriors. Today had been good. Tomorrow would be even better.
Well, I like the way that one turned out. Uh, Big things happening. I guess, when you have the tools at hand, who knows what you might ask for, whether or not you're a caveman or anybody. If you had somebody who could get you to the stars, why wouldn't you ask them, let's go to the moon, Not very, not very many people have been to the moon. Does he even know that? Yeah. No, I like this story. There wasn't much conversation about the food. Might have been the one thing that was missing there, but they were talking about other things. But yeah, I like that. I thought that was entertaining. And there's more to come. So hope you'll keep listening, and we'll continue the story of Grok as well as many other stories. And I wish you all the luck in the world, and I love you. Goodbye.